Welcome to Manchester, everybody. We're here in New Hampshire. So Manchester is the largest city in New Hampshire, but it's not a very large city, if you know what I mean. There's a little bit of things to do here, but most people go out to Boston when they want to have a nice day out. We're going to the spot on 33 Hanover Street with a beautiful mural, the big Manchester mural, and this street is actually pretty cute. So this is Elm Street. It's like the street for things to do at night. There's some restaurants and stuff. City Hall's really cool. So there's quite a lot of parking around Manchester. You're most likely gonna have to pay though. Metered parking, and then there's a parking app. I'll put it here, so just for your information. If you wanted to come explore Manchester, you probably only need one day. Maybe stay a night if you want. There's a couple museums I'll show later. But look, I'm here at the river. It's a beautiful day. We chose Manchester because we're about an hour from everything. We're an hour from Boston. We're like an hour and a half from the mountains. If we really wanted to go to Canada, maybe 3 to 4 hours. So there's a lot to do. We're quick train ride to Maine. We probably could drive to Maine as well. Massachusetts. We're in such a good spot. And we're about an hour from the coast of New Hampshire. And yeah, New Hampshire has some pretty cool spots on the coast, so we'll check those out in another video. There's a pretty cathedral here. It's called St. Joseph. You can see the spiral like all around the city because the buildings here are not that tall. So just wanted to get up close, see what it looks like. There's another pretty church there. It looks like it's called Grace Episcopal Church. Right across the street from St. Joseph. At the Rock Rimmon Park here in Manchester. And the only thing we're doing is hiking up this big rock to get a view of the city. Cheers.
Bling.
What a view. We're hanging off the edge, and surprisingly, Sam's not afraid. The Manchester houses are amazing. I'll show them up close one day, but they're like multi-family homes. To get up to the top of the rock, you basically just have to climb the rock.
It's like a rock scramble.
Yeah, between the basketball court and the playground. You climb up, you'll see a very vague trail, but it's like 5 minutes up the rock. Pretty easy. But this little park has something for everybody. Kids playground, tennis courts, and basketball, and of course the little hike that we did.
Pickleball courts. Pickleball.
Pickleball?
Yeah. Not tennis.
It's not tennis?
It's pickleball.
Oh, okay. Same thing. There's a beautiful walkway along this river here that we're gonna explore a little bit. It's kind of a gloomy day, but that's okay. So this painter, James Chase, has done a lot of murals around the city to make Manchester a little more unique. And wow. Ralph Baer, the father of video games. And Sam is a video game fanatic. So we're getting a picture. You should thank him for all your pleasures in life. We're going to the Foundry. I hear this is one of the best places to get cocktails. So we'll probably sit at the bar, get a cocktail, and maybe a dessert. I don't know, we're stuffed.
To a brewery before this, just before sunset. We had like 2 beers. The food was but we went to the Founders, and we do recommend you go there to eat and drink because the cocktails were fantastic, and the food smelled great. We sat at the bar, ordered a couple of cocktails each, and we were very envious of the people eating food because we were already full of food. So now we are walking in classic New Hampshire spring. So we're just very excited to be here in this area of the country.
So I made a stop at the Puritan Backroom, and they have a claim that they invented the chicken tender. So of course I had to get some. I got them to go, and I drove to Livingston Park to try them out. You know, Puritans has always been super busy every time I drove by. They have an ice room in the front where you can get it to go, but in the back you can sit down for a dinner. So we gotta go try them out. This is Doris Pond. There's a walking trail around that I'll probably do in just a second. It's a beautiful day, nice and sunny, with a nice lunch. Here we go. Found a seat with a view. Sweet. It's like honey coated. It's very different batter, but I like it. They gave me the sauce, duck sauce. Let's try this out. That's what it looks like. It's unlike any chicken tender I've ever had, as well as the sauce. I would recommend. It's a really popular park here. Lots of families. There's a playground and other facilities like obviously a bathroom and a field for the kids to play. Lots of people hiking today because it's beautiful. It's been raining the last few days, so I think everyone's excited to be out in the sun. So the city of Manchester was founded on these textile mills, and the Amoskeag Manufacturing Company was the largest textile mill in the world. That's how the city came to be. And the old mills were in these really beautiful red buildings that are now just redesigned to have businesses nowadays. And we just stopped at Dancing Lion Chocolate. This spot has won many awards, like Best Chocolatier in 2016, things like that. And it's based on some of the world's rarest chocolate. It's all made in-house. This one is the most popular drinking chocolate. It's the Mayan drinking chocolate, and it's imported from Guatemala. And it's amazing. It's mixed with spices and stuff. The guy that works there, he seemed like he was the owner, I believe. And he was explaining all about the chocolate. Sam got a European drinking chocolate. It's got a little bit of dairy in it, but mine's dark chocolate. Very good. The chocolate bars they have, he said they only make about 30 of each bar. Once they're sold out, they make something new. And they're so beautiful. They're like colored, and it's amazing. So I highly recommend you go there. There's a couple museums here in Manchester. One's called the Millyard Museum, which we're not going to see. But we're at the Currier Art Museum, which is the best one in Manchester. If you're gonna do one, at least do this one. The art museum had pieces from famous artists like Monet and Picasso, and even had a sculpture from Michelangelo's assistant. We were overall happy with the display, being it a relatively small museum. So down Elm Street, there's this place called Boards and Brews, where you can play board games while you eat and drink. And we just played Monopoly. Spider-Man Monopoly, and Sam won. Also, you have to pay $5 to play a board game and reserve a table, so it was fun, I have to say.
I liked it. It was a good time.
Something different that you can do here in Manchester. We're here at Massabasic Lake. This is a very large lake, but in a second we're going to do a New Hampshire's rail trails, which is an old rail that was torn down and they turned it into walking and biking trails all around the state. But first, look at a view of the lake. You can't swim in this lake, I don't think, but you can kayak. Oh, it's actually pretty warm. But this is it's shallow. Obviously.
Like it's not like a freshwater spring cold at all.
No. Beautiful. Summer's headed this way. This rail trail is called the Rockingham Rail Trail. Imagine this place in the fall. I keep saying that.
This lake provides all the fresh water for our area, including Manchester, Hooksett, the whole area that we're in. This is all the fresh water we get from this lake.
Pretty neat. So is Manchester, New Hampshire worth the visit? Honestly, I think so. I know it probably gets overshadowed like places like Boston and the upper mountains of New Hampshire, but if you have some time to come and see the largest city, there's some really cool spots to check out.